Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and sorry today, guys. I was not going to be doing a video just because I'm feeling under the weather, but I have something fun for you guys today, and I wanted to play it because it was just so fun. So sorry if I'm not talking as much today, but yeah, my voice is hurting a little bit. Tatsunari is a card that I've been wanting to build a deck around for a long time, and yesterday I ended up building like 7 decks around this, just trying to find the deck that I liked the best. And I eventually got to this point where I was just like, throw stuff together, see how this works out. And this actually ended up being my favorite of all of them. I have a bunch of other decks as well. There's some good ones in Historic. This is a standard deck that I think is super fun. And it kind of focuses around the idea of just kind of like slowly draining your opponent out, which Tatsunari does really well. So it's a 3-mana 3/3. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't control a frog, a 3/3 frog named Kami, then you get that one, and it has whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So after you have it out, you get another creature. So it's a 3-mana card that will get you, 6 power on the battlefield, and then that other creature will be, every time we cast enchantments, they're losing 1 life or gaining 1 life. And the other way I've built this in one of the other ones, I'll just show you guys real quick. One of the other ones is an Eidolon type of deck, which is with this is Historic Hateful Eidolon whenever you cast auras. So it's just all around just casting tons of auras, and specifically the auras that land onto a creature, they die, we could draw more cards, play more auras, play more enchantments with Kami of Transience, which is really nice, and just kind of going off with a little bit of extra value there, but also just having a 3/3. If I pay 2, then these guys both get flying and fly over the top, so that's 6 power over the top as well, and that can just close out games really quickly. And I was really liking how that played out, but I decided with this deck that we're going to go out a little bit different. So I really like, I've tested this deck out a few times, and I've been really impressed. Kami of Transience has typically been played more in like the aggressive type of decks and everything like that. I really like this card in a mid-range deck, and I'm not sure many people have done that. That's one of the biggest things with this, is just like having Binding of the Old Gods hit the battlefield, destroy stuff, and then eventually leave the battlefield and potentially bring back Kami of Transience that are in the graveyard. Like having a few copies of this that just always come back to your hand is just like, it's a great mid-range play where play this for 2, play my other stuff. It's a big threat. It's a blocker. I'm fine trading off as long as it doesn't get exiled. Life is fantastic, And so just kind of playing the more mid-rangey, like this just is always our blocker. It does lots of good things for us. It just becomes really cool with this deck because we are playing lots of enchantments. I could also be holding Hidetsugu's Consumes All, because our 1-drops are Gift of Fangs, which can, as long as it's not a vampire, which we do run into a few vampires in the format right now, but otherwise it gets -2/-2. We also have our own vampire here, and Sorin's creatures that come out as vampires as well, so we can actually buff up our own creatures with this if we need to. But for the most part, even the decks that are playing vampires, this still removes plenty of creatures in that, and the nice thing is they can come back with a Gloomshrieker. This goes and grabs any permanent in the graveyard, brings it back to our hand. We can replay our Binding of Gods multiple turns in a row, Gift of Fangs, whatever. Just having a couple of these is really nice. Hidetsugu's to be able to go get rid of all tokens and all 1-drops. And so anyway, that's kind of the deck. The rest of it is basically just a curse deck. So we are playing Curse of Shaken Faith whenever they cast any spell other than their first spell they cast each turn. So anytime after the second spell and onward for their turn, this is damage. This actually works pretty well with a lot of decks. We have Curse of Leeches, dealing 1 and we gain life, and then if it's nighttime, then we get a 4/4 life linker, which is still awesome. That's 1 games as well for sure. And just kind of with all this, we have enough damage is going through every turn, like 3 or 4 points of damage every turn. We have Valakut Exploration. Anytime we hit lands, and we're also getting a couple extra points of damage or extra card draw. Binding of Gods helps us ramp up with that as well. And then we just kind of have the Planeswalkers on the top end, Lolth on the top end. I was trying to find like other enchantments, but there's just nothing better than Lolth at the top end. Sorin here as well, just to make sure that we have enough creatures, enough things that deal with all the stuff, and the spider tokens deal with all of the stuff. It's a little bit awkward with Hidetsugu, but we also get the loyalty back, so whatever. And yeah, so life is good. This is a fun deck. There's a lot of like 1-ofs and random things, but they actually all are important, and I think it's just a matter of us trying to find them at the right times and doing whatever. So the main deck though is Kami of Transience, Tatsunari, because we are getting life a lot of times, just like throughout the game, whenever it's their turn, they lose 1 life, we gain 1 life. Whenever we cast enchantment spell, they lose 1 life, we gain 1 life. Lizette on the other side of this is pretty awesome. I'm debating if I want more copies of this or not, but I wanted to go in with more fun, interesting stuff, and also not have stuff that dies to Hidetsugu. So that's the deck, guys. We're going to go ahead and dive into the gameplay, see how this one does for us, and wish me luck. Here we go. All right, we have Tatsunari. We have Roiling Vortex on turn 2 with some ways to gain life, which is actually pretty nice. So yeah, we'll keep this one. I really like Biennial Gods after Tatsunari. That was kind of the main game plan, and we got it. So good stuffs. Got all of our colors. Life is good. I'm trying to remember in my deck here. Trusted SC MTG Assist. If you guys want to check this out, link down in the description below. Also, if you guys want to help support my bro, you could do that too. This Twisted Embrace is a card that I'm wanting to test and see how good it actually is. Yeah, what do I have any double colors outside of black? I don't think so. So I don't need to be worrying too much about that. Let's go Tatsunari. Down to 18. Take that, fool. All right, so this is probably getting exiled because, you know, rudeness and whatnot. Luminarch Aspirant. Oh, what's not? I don't know what to do about that. No blocks because the first strike and such. Deals 1 to us as well. Yeah, we do need to find that 5th land because this flipping Thalia. I'm debating if I want this on green as well. I know I already have my double black. I'm just debating. There are times I need to play double green on a turn, so we're gonna do that because of Biennial Gods whenever else targets you, not me. Another 3/3. Attack in, have a blocker. And the nice thing about this blocker too is I can always just chump block and bring it back on the next turn as long as they're not killing this Tatsunari. All right, now we're dealing 2 points of damage to them and we're gaining our life back. Life is good. And that is kind of the goal of this deck, is that we are doing this like drain stuff, but we're also playing just like decent creatures and hitting in as well. This Twisted Embrace, when it enchant target artifact creature that we control. We don't have any artifacts, but when it enters battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker. And we also buff up our creature, which is kind of nice. We get a, you know, get in for damage, create an extra Kami if we don't have one, and destroy creatures. I felt like, you know what? Why not? All right. And I take 5. Like, I am winning just by, you know, in for all the pingages. And if I just kind of keep chumping this and destroy in the lifelinker instead, like I'm in kind of good shape. As long as we find a land here. Land is very important. Oh, tapped land. Well, I can stop them from gaining the life at least, but oh boy, that was bad. Oh dear, oh dear. Ah, that's right, I get a lifelinker. Didn't cast stuff. Forgot about that. It's just your opponents can't gain life this turn, which is nice. Where's you? Flippin' Thalia, man. It's so dumb. Alright, so we're taking a massive hit. I'm not sure we can really survive it, especially with Woodland Vortex hitting us back here. Not able to cast enough stuff. We were like the perfect curve if we didn't have this stupid Thalia going off. I think what I do is I just need to get removal going. We're going to destroy the Intrepid Adversary. So this does have to go into a creature that we control. All right. Remember. So we kill the Thalia. We really need to get this Curse of Leeches out quick, though. But we are going to play out the other one. And maybe just, like, leave up Hive to be a chump blocker. At least they didn't have the other land here. That would have been close to lethal. Down to 2. And down to 1. Yeah. Not so great. Yeah, untapped land would let us go Kami of Transience, Twisted Embrace, or Biennial Gods, but just removal and nothing else. We have cheaper removal, we just didn't find any of it, and so that's a little bit awkward. Oh, we didn't actually get it to work. Oh, there it goes. It is good as some life. Okay. Still though, it's not enough. It's game. That's cool. I forgot I could just play it out as the 4/4 worm So, oh well. Against Jedi, we actually do have lots of 2-drops in this deck, and I just feel like we're not finding them. I'm not sure if I can win with just without like any removal in the early game, but Sorin is not bad. We're gonna try this one out. Valakut Exploration can be very good, but the hard part is playing it on turn 3 and then doing nothing against some aggro decks is so bad. So we'll see what we're up against. Oh, goodness. The duress with all targets here. They might take this Valakut Exploration. Roiling Vortex can sometimes be nice. There are a lot of decks that do gain life incidentally here and there. Takes the Curse of Leeches. Yeah, that is the one that just does the most swinginess. Come on, Tatsunari. Oh. That's rude. Oh, rude. All right, play this out on black. This is also green, right? Yeah. And we'll go Valakut. That's fine. All right, now we have our double black. We can play many a thing. The Biting Palm Ninja. What do they take here? This Meathook Massacre can be pretty annoying for them. We already do have this Valakut Exploration, which is pretty sweet as well. Yeah, I was gonna say Sorin's got to still be the play. It's just good. Ooh, that's a way to bring it back. Oh no, this one gets exiled, right? Arshu. Yeah, let's see what we grab here. More lands. That's the worst one to find. We got Curse of Leeches. Fast turn. Can stop some life gain. Down to 16. I do like how this deck just has like a bunch of these little incidental bits of damage here and there. It is quite fun. No blocks. We'll take the 3. See if they're going to bring something else down to the battlefield. Yeah, figured as much. I'm kind of fine with this. Like, they're spending their entire turn getting rid of one of our cards, but with Valakut Exploration, like, we're kind of okay with this. Yeah, we are losing things that are nice to have, but ultimately I'm not super disappointed as long as we find something eventually. There it is. Like, so as soon as we find one thing, life is fantastic. Now we get extra draw on the next turn as well. Let's go ahead and head in and down to 14. They take 2 more down to, no, not 2 more. Right, I have to hit lands for this one to hit damage. Duress takes the Meathook Massacre. Bummer. Oh yeah. Ooh, Lizette. What am I needing? Red. Curse of Shaken Faith. Thanks. I think just having the 4/4 is going to be better here for me, right? Yeah, and this will get in for the damage that we need. So let's get out a 4/4. Get in for 2 with Menace, down to 11, down to 10, down to 9. Now we're racing a little bit. They've been stuck on the 3 lands for a while. I'm hoping that they just won't be able to get too much going for them. They might have some targeted removal, but they can do that, but not ninjutsu now. Our stuff gets Death Touch on the next turn. So if we can find a way to gain life as well, I don't think there's really a way to make that happen. But if we could, giving them all trample with the counters would be sweet. Trample and Death Touch, busted mechanics. Reckoner. Down to 9. Oh, lands. Well, we have Valakut. Right. Valakut's good. All right, what do we get? More damage is also pretty fine. Fun and dandy. They have some sort of reaction to all this. They could have like a Snakeskin Veil. I guess they also just have destroy stuff. It's not bad. Yeah, I want it out here. Chump blocker mode, whatever we need it to be. And now we can go a little bit more aggressive, having a blocker for whatever we need. So now they take 6. They can Hidetsugu in some scary stuff. There it is. Yeah, I was gonna say 6 Veil, and then the crew is what I expected, but whatever. We are definitely just chump blocking. We need to keep our life total as high as possible. With everything else going on. They're recognizing, oh man, I was supposed to block. That was the whole point of having the Snakeskin Veil beforehand, is to block there. This has Menace, so they'd only go for the trade, but still, like, that's better than going to 2 with a Menace creature out there. Game. Yeah, perfect. We did it. We done did it. All right, we have our colors. We have our colors. That's a good thing. We have lots of cheaper... dude, I've not had this cheap of a hand yet. It's a little bit slow mana, but this is actually like the hand. And any untapped land is beautiful here. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, oh, boy. We already have the double black mana that we'll have here. Do I need double red for anything? Can be nice if they're gaining life. We'll play it out. Kami, go past turn. We have more black mana in general, so we should be able to find more of that anyway. Once we have our colors, we're good. Curse of Leeches onto Chew. Almost clicked myself on accident there. Alright, the Exile card here is what we're trying to dodge. Exile monocolored card. I hate you. A little bit different card, but still. Same effect. Down to 19. Wedding announcement. Let's go Roiling Vortex. Pass turn. Just get the damage rolling. Cosmos Elixir. That's a little bit annoying. Although we can activate this. Now they don't get the life at the end. Ooh. I like that. Oh, man. I hate drawing good cards then and not be able to get them at all. Whatever. Down to 16, deal some damages, gain some lives. I mean, this combo here does deal a decent bit of damage. We have been able to build this up a couple times now, and this is fun. That was the first Lolth that we have drawn in like 7 games, though. Just gonna throw that out there. Just gonna activate this now before I forget. Out of 19, and no life gaining for you. Get to draw a couple cards though. And these guys getting bigger still is bad. I do get to grab it back with Gloomshrieker, which is the dream. We had better dreams, guys. Yeah, Gloomshrieker. Grab Lolth. I would love to have been able to use the Meathook Massacre there as well. That's what I was kind of hoping for, but whatever. He's all good. Getting it out when I have the Spiders could be better too. This is kind of working. As weird as it is, it's kind of doing the thing that it's doing it, you know? Well, we have an answer for that with the Meathook Massacre. All right, so activate. No life again for you.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be obeyed.
Must be obeyed. No blacks. This does have Menace. I think they forgot about that part. Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Hey, that's one we would actually like, but that means we're getting closer to, you know, things that matter. Yeah, just Lolth here.
Come closer, little thing, that I may see you better.
All right, so play out the Lolth. I think that we just throw damage at face here.
The weak.
A lot of our menacey guys makes the vampire a little bit harder to kill, to deal stuff with. The issue is that one of our best pieces of removal doesn't do a whole lot here, although Meathook Massacre now starts doing lots of damage. So yeah, swing in there. Debating if I want to kill one of these guys right now or not. This is flipping over. Yeah, so I guess we do it now. Okay, glad I used the right land there. Last turn. Down to 8. A little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and activate this right away. Of course, they could have like Wander in response. Exiling this. This is the first time we've had a tap down creature. We have quite a few things that just win us the game immediately, actually, here. So, yeah, 3 creatures dying with Meathook Massacre. And then a land. Is this lethal? As long as they don't have a way to gain life. Also, just hitting him with the spiders, you know, is pretty good. The issue is the spell. Although, if we can stop them from gaining life, I guess we're not too worried about the vampire. Or, well, definitely stop them from gaining the lives. Keeps the artifact around. Rats. And we lost our Hive, the Eye Tyrant, as well. Frustration.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
All right, draw a card.
My words are for ambitious minds.
We don't have enough to Binding and Meathook Massacre. Sorin's uptick could potentially just hurt them. At the same time, it's just value still. They can still just get to where they can make more vampires. We can no longer stop the life gain is the biggest issue here. So keeping Lolth alive to draw us more cards, I think, is the most important thing. So yeah, let's go X3. That was a timely farewell. We had lethal every time. Ooh, Planeswalker and enchantment. Dude, this is one of the reasons I really don't like Magic. Is like,
I bring my own army.
you can do all of the things, but if you're not doing all of the things and drawing cards, game over, man. But you just sometimes don't draw those cards, you know? Yeah, it's over. All right, we're gonna try this one out. We have Tatsunari. Little bit of a funky hand, but Sorin is also pretty swell. And there's a Thalia, making all of our deck more expensive. Here it is, yeah, yeah. Oh. A change of pace. I don't know what to do about that. Goes Tatsunari. Fast turn. Would like to find green manas. Curse of Hospitality could be pretty fun here with this. Environmental Sciences. They have some sort of 1 mana play. Is it a buff spell? Luminarch and Veteran. Gotcha. Get some ramp going, get my 3/3 out is pretty good. I guess I'd rather hold on to that for some other removal. Let's just give ourselves the trample for our other guy. Get curses rolling, no attacks. They will double block there. Oh, show. Ah. Apparition. Yeah. All right, so attack in. Let's see what we get off the top of their deck. Ooh, I'll take it. Let's see here, actually. Place on black. Let's go Curse of Shaken Faith onto you. And then Apparition. Taking your Apparition. I like it. The exile card's owner creates an XX. Portable Hole. Come on, play another card. You know you want to. Oh, it's a good one. Stop that. They don't take the curse. Kind of interesting. Oh, man. All of the cards. Yep. Binding. Feel the voice. No attacks. Teleportation circle for the portable holes. Luckily, we only have one other card. They've already taken 6 from it, so I'm okay. I'm okay right now with that. And we can find ways to destroy that if we need be. Come on, blink it. You know you wanna. Professor Symbology, though. That is bad. This is a fun build, actually. All right, grab this one. Yeah, they have ways to just destroy our tokens over and over again, right? Yeah, so we'll just go Tatsunari. I mean, this will get exiled. That's fine-ish. No attacks. Pass turn. Out of 14. Reduce the memory. Gives us a 3/2. The nice thing here is that they can only get rid of 1 token at the moment. Their planes. Yep. I actually like this with how many tokens there are in the format. That's pretty awesome stuffs. Yeah, we'll make the 2/3.
You will serve me well.
Has Death Touch and a Trample. We gotta take a peek at the top of their deck. I like that. You know, we do have Valakut Exploration. I'm gonna hold on to lands here. Pass the turn. Ooh, I forgot about that. Yeah, the life gain with Voice of the Blessed here is actually pretty sweet. Honestly, Curse of Hospitality is a really fun card. There could be a fun, like, Gruul semi-ramp, semi-modification deck that works really well with Curse of Hospitality. All right, that was fun. And I don't know what's up with my green. It's like, whenever seasons change, the sun comes through my windows at a different angle, and I have to readjust everything every month or so. Hidetsugu, we do have the colors for. We have Massacre as well, but it doesn't let us have all the colors. We're gonna try this one out. It's a little bit slow without any like actual threats, but we'll just get out the basics. Get out first, I guess. Throw you out past turn. Jukai? Yeah, there it is. There she blows. Alright, yeah, so we can throw this out on red. We go the Gift of Fangs on you. Not a vampire, right? Yeah, okay. Human monk. I'm remembering right. Oh yeah, I remember right. Restoration. Right. Alright. Do I go for binding and just kill that, or do I want to get the Kami out first? I think we just go for binding and kill it. I don't want them to get extra free stuff. I'm pretty sure... Is this just Selesnya? We haven't seen any red yet, right? Yeah, this is just the Selesnya one. Green and white. No red. Spirited Companion. This is making the Hidetsugu look really bad. This is so good against so many other decks. I mean, if they fight the Hallowed Haunting, all the tokens will be able to die to this, which is nice. Let's see what colors I actually need. Guess more green is better. All right, so what I think I'm doing here is Kami of Transience into Meathook on 1. Just get rid of those guys, give me some life. I want to just go for Curse of Leeches. Because I can wait on Kami a little bit, right? Yeah, let's do that instead. Circle of Confinement. Cool. That is one thing, is with all the weird kinds of removals that we have in this one, it does change up the things we're playing quite a bit. Features we got: get Death Touch, don't matter none. So on X4, all right, now we need to find some card draw. We need to find a Lolth. Lolth would be amazing. Any of our planeswalkers, Sorin or Lolth would be the thing. I'm actually quite impressed with this card, Curse of Leeches.
I've learned much during my travels. Keep watch for intruders.
I might play this out just simply to get the 3/3 on the other side as well. I mean, it gets bigger whenever I deal damage as well. It destroys the token right away. I could wait and flip this over, but meh. I don't want them to put like Catilda onto it or whatever. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and destroy you that. We need to hold on to this. Why not, pass turn? Typically, I like to play out my lands just to, there's always reasons to have a higher Meathook Massacre or something like that. But right now, I'm going to take a little bit chill. Exhaling all the graveyards here. Catilda, that's what I was worried about. I was trying to kill that possibility. I guess they just rebuilt it, but at least it's not hitting in right away. Oh, we really needed to find something there. That's brutal. With vigilance too. That's a good play. Dang. Yeah, it gets the counter.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Jukai. Yeah, opponents just not run out of action ever because of the card draw they got. And we haven't found any of our card draw cards. That'd be nice. Attach to you. Oh, transform. Not a whole lot of greatness going on there. We do have a lot of just targeted removal. This is, I mean, the wrong one for this, but another Binding Old Gods would be great. Gain some life. Pass the turn. Keep our life total a little bit higher. Doesn't discard a card. All right, has good things in hand. What could this be? I'm assuming it's just a Doomscar. They're playing like Selesnya kind of control. Yeah, this feels like it's a little bit more of a mid-rangey kind of feel to it. I'm not sure if this is typical. Yeah, come on. I mean, This, we really need to find our top end stuff. Like, even a Gloomshrieker to be able to bring back the things. Yeah, it's just, I think it's just a good game at this point. We just drew all lands. So, no. We're done. All right, guys. So here you have it with Jun Tatsunari. And this deck has some really fun things that it does. But the biggest issue here is just that there's a lot of answers for all the things that we're doing. And we just went a little bit too slow. We never really got to keep a Tatsunari creature out in the battlefield for very long because there's just so many answers, so much removal, so much whatever in the format. So many other people are playing tokens. And so there's answers for that all day long. We also just didn't find the pieces we needed at the times we needed them. Like we'll find like all of the removal up against the control deck, and then we'll find all of the other stuff up against the aggro decks. And that was a little bit frustrating. Our removal is also a little bit too slow for a lot of the aggro decks. That's the other big thing. Unless you found the Hidetsugu, which we'd always find that against the control decks and not against other stuff. I don't think I'm showing many of the games here. It was pretty bad odds. Like we did not win very much with this one. But they were fun games. Like whenever we got to doing our stuff, it's fun. Like I like how this deck builds up where it's just like, okay, lots of curses, lots of fun things where they're just taking incidental damage. Tatsunari to keep bodies on the battlefield, Kami of Transience to always come back from the graveyard and do cool things. But they just have enough ways to deal with stuff. It's annoying. And so I think there might be a way to like fine tune this deck a little bit to be better, but oh well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much and bye-bye.